everybody. So let's see in this video what do we mean by the Federal Reserve System. So the Federal Reserve System, or it's called also the Fed, keeps our monetary system operating smoothly. So the federal system or the federal bank is the institution which is responsible for conducting the monetary policy. So let's see, the United States is divided into 12 Federal Reserve districts around the country. So let me explain this just to make it easy for you. So here the Fed, I'm going to do something just to hopefully for you to better understand the structure of the federal system. So the federal bank board of governors here, as you can see, so the board of governors this is responsible for overseeing the Federal Reserve System, and the board of governors includes 7 members. As you can see, it consists of 7 members appointed by the president, and these 7 members serve 14 years on non-renewable terms. And there's a chair for the BOG, and the chair serves a 4-year for a renewable term. Okay, so this is the board of governors. Okay, and there's also the FOMC. OMC, so this is the Federal Open Market Committee. And this is the committee which is responsible for the conducting the monetary policy. So, and how many members in the FOMC? So there are 12 members of the there are 12 members for the FOMC. The 12 members are distributed as follows. So the 7 members of the BOG, and the president of the Federal Bank of New York, and 4 president of the 11th District Bank. So the FOMC include 12 members. So 12 members form the FOMC. So 12 members. So 7 from the BOG, and 1 has to be the president of the Federal Bank of New York, and 4 president of the other federal banks. Okay, and let's continue the structure of the federal bank. So there are 12 federal banks around the United States. And as you can see, let's look to this map. So this is the map of the United States. And as you can see, so there are 12 district banks. So for example, like bank number 11, this is the Federal Bank in Dallas. Federal Bank number 12 this is the one which covers California, and this is number 12. This is number 1, number 4. Federal Bank number 7 this is the one located in Chicago, and it's interesting. So if you check your wallet, and let's say for example, so I have here like $20 bill. So as you can see, so this dollar bill, you can see here then like G7. Can you see? So this is G7. So G7. So this means this particular bill has been printed by the Federal Bank of Chicago. If you can, let me check another one. So this is another bill, another $20 bill. As you can see, this is L12. It means this bill has been printed in San Francisco. I have another one here. So this, as you can see, this is K11. So K11 has been printed in Federal Bank of Dallas. And this is what we mean by money circulation. So the money is circulated around the country. So these are the 12 federal banks which cover all the states. Okay, so let me say it one more time. We have the Fed. Under the Fed, so it's the BOG, Board of Governors, which includes 7 members, and then we have also one of the most important committee in the Fed, which is responsible for the monetary policy. It's called Federal Open Market Committee. It includes 12 members. These 12 members are formed as follows: 7 members from the BOG. So the 7 members of the BOG have to serve in the FOMC, and also the president of the federal bank in New York here has to serve in this committee, and 4 president of the other Federal Reserve banks. So this is the structure of the Federal Reserve System. One last important point here about the independence of the federal bank. When I talked about the fiscal policy, I said fiscal policy, like there are different political ideology between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. The monetary policy is totally different in terms of independence, which means the federal policy has to be independent. And sometimes the chair, look about this sentence. This is interesting. So the chairman of the Federal Board of Governors is sometimes called the second most powerful person in the United States after the president, because he's not subject to any political pressures. So the Federal Reserve independence is established by Congress as an independent agency to protect the bank, the Fed, from any political pressures. And this is important. So that's why the monetary policy, which I'm going to explain it in the next video, is less political compared to the fiscal policy. Because when I talked about the fiscal policy, I said like one party may support the tax cut, another party may support like more government spending. This is not the case at all in the monetary policy. That's why we say the monetary policy is less political compared to the fiscal policy. Okay. The second part of this video, let me show you what I said in the first part from the website of the Federal Reserve Bank. So let's see this here. Okay, so let's just start with Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, let's just visit it, and then this is the website which I'm talking about. So let's click on Federal Reserve Bank. You will see like all the information I explained in the first half of the video here on this website. So about the Fed. So if we click on the structure of the Federal Reserve System, okay, so these are the functions of the Federal Reserve System: conduct the nation's monetary policy, promote the stability of the financial system. Let me focus more on the structure of the federal bank. This is the map which I was talking about. So these are the 12 different banks from number 1 to number 12. This is the map which I explained in the notes. If we click on the Federal Reserve Board here, so this is the board appointment. Okay, so each member of the Board of Governors is appointed for a 14-year term, and there are 7 members. If we click on the Federal Reserve Banks, if we click on the Federal Open Market Committee, this is the FOMC. As I said, it consists of 12 voting members, the 7 members of the Board of Governors, the President of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, and 4 of the remaining 11 Reserve Bank presidents who serve a 1-year term on a rotating basis. Okay, and the FOMC, this is the committee which is responsible for the conducting or implementing the monetary policy. Okay. That's it. And see you in the next video. Bye-bye.